David King, your crack will be Jeremy Cameron. He's got a cape on most weeks. How will the cape travel to the Gabba?
Yeah, look, I'm number one on the Jeremy Cameron train, but he has a bit of kryptonite when it comes to Brisbane Lions. 14 goals in 10 games, the last 10 games against the Lions. This guy's a Hall of Famer. He's a superstar. He needs to stamp a performance against the very best. So there's his performance and his ratings on the field. So clearly 46 is as low as you can go this year and 44 is as low as you can go the previous few. So just have a look at those numbers. Yeah. They're not what you would think. And in a couple of those games he's kicked goals. He kicked 4... only had 8 touches in that round 15 game of last year. So whilst it reads a 4-goal game, there's ways you can get goals and there's ways you can get goals. So he's a smart player. I want to touch on the matchup that's going to be Ryan Lester. And he's been most of the damage there. He got him at the start of the round 15 game, I think it was, or the first quarter of that game. Kicked 2 goals, 3 and a quarter. Now, they made a change after that and went back to Gardner. And he did the job after quarter time. But I just feel like Jeremy needs to have the game to separate these two teams. You know, Shannon Neal and Jeremy have got a great harmony at the moment, one deep, one high. And if it's going well for Neal, then they stay that way. If it's not, they can flip and change. But this is the qualifying final. He did all of his work on him deep. He got him deep. He got him in behind at times, and Leicester was all at sea. So I think there were times where, you know, they just trusted going to the contest. Harris Andrews did the job, a little block there in the background from close, just to give him a metre. Harris couldn't quite get there. He's done Shannon Neal comfortably the last couple of times to where Shannon's almost embarrassed with the performances. So there's a lot to gain for both parties. But this is powerful. This is the first quarter qualifying final where he was able to kick 2 goals, 3, as I said, and then they made the change. So he did most of his damage deep, Joey. So I wonder whether they go back to saying, you know what, if you get Leicester, take him to the deep water.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think they've realised that might work better? Because, as you said, Harris Andrews has touched up Shannon Neal. Is it better for Neal to get Harris Andrews up the ground, get him on his bike that suits Shannon Neal's athleticism, and this can be where Jeremy Cameron can exploit maybe Ryan Lester with his ability inside 50 and the slight height advantage?
Yeah, I don't have the answer. And that's why we love going to the games and seeing how it unfolds and seeing what Chris Scott thinks, how he can get hold of them. But They flipped it over a couple of times last week. You know, we saw Neal take Frampton out of the way a couple of times because he was getting beaten in that second quarter. So they've got the luxury of doing that. But Harris Andrews is too smart. He's not going to roll to areas where he's not an intercept player.
Yep. And isn't it great to have 2 key forwards at Geelong that have massive engines?
Elite runners,
Elite runners. Joey, Brisbane's centre clearance brilliance. Have a look at that.
Yeah, it's amazing at the moment. And if Hoyne was here, I would have stolen his red cordial because it's a world record. The Brisbane Lions at round 9 have kicked 199 points from centre bounce, which is the most ever on record after the first 9 rounds of a season. It's been dominant. It's basically giving them a 2-goal head start on the rest of the competition with what they do out of the centre bounce. And no doubt Sam Draper has made an impact, but there's also just an element of just talent. When you've just got 3v3, King, you love talking about it, your 3 best going up against the opposition's 3 best, and more often than not, Brisbane's come out on top because Lachie Neale is having one of the best years of his career, which is remarkable to say. But they've just got the right mix of being able to win it inside, to get it to the outside. They've got forwards ahead of the ball that can win contests, and particularly the last 3 weeks, it has been dominant what they have been able to do. We know the Gabba is always a ground where centre ball ups, now the centre bounce, centre ball ups are important. So that's going to be something that Geelong are going to have to be worried about because with no Reece Stanley, they've got young Mitch Edwards and Mark Blitzarves going to do the ruck work. So if they can't get their hand on the footy, that's going to be a threat. And these are the players in the competition in regards to when they win an effective clearance, turning it into a score. They got 5 inside the top 43 in the competition, and there are the names on screen there. So just one to watch out for, the Brisbane Power out of the middle.
I can't wait tomorrow night, having a cordial on rocks. Sit back and watch Thursday night footy. David King, this is my favourite part of the First Crack preview. Who am I?
Well, firstly, I've got to apologise because I never know what Joey's going to do when we come in. So this question is maybe not as good as what it could have been.
Oh,
the question is, over the last 6 weeks...
Brisbane.
Who was the best centre bounce crew? So there are the top 4. I've got the top 4, so there's a little clue. Brisbane
will give you that.
Go with Brisbane. Brisbane have got 3 of the top 4 combos. So Neil, Dunkley and Ashcroft throw in either ruckman are the second best and third best, plus 4 scores on their opposition. That's a massive number. To have 3 groups
Different combos.
in the top 4
That's dominant.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Who is the best?
Fremantle.
Fremantle is the best, top of the class.
Well done,
You get
Dicko.
Jackson, Bolton, Brayshaw and Reed. Now, that's not
Right.
the combination that I expected.
Wow.
I expected a Sarong in there, maybe even Young just bobbing up after his a little bit of absence.
Couple of the
They've
dancers.
only been in as a group 10 times and a +5 scores.
Wow.
This is something I need to explore. More Murphy Reed in there, please. So maybe I don't know if Freo watch our show, the time gaps and all that
Well, they
stuff,
do.
Joey, but
JL?
that to me says that's being underutilised. Get hold of it.
And they're the
Records
we
it.
continue to talk about the dancers. The guys in there, they've got
Dancers,
the fast
look
feet.
at
They
that.
can get the ball to the outside. There's
Fred Astaire, Barishnikov, you got
two of the very best. I like it. Good.
Oh, Joey, you want to play? Who am I as well?
I do as well, because I know you like it.
I love
so,
it.
okay, we're going to do more of clues, right? So have a guess. So here's the first one, right?
Righto.
I am number 1 in the competition for score involvements by any forward. By key forward, general forward. So more score involvements than Jack Gunston, Jeremy Cameron, Mitch Georgiades.
Okay. Number 1, score involvement as a forward, yeah.
Next clue, while you think. Here's a second clue.
Give me another clue.
Number 2, I am 4th for shots at goal in the competition. I've had more shots at goal than Ben King, Josh Tracy and Logan Morris.
Charlie.
Not Charlie Curnow.
Ben Long.
Not Ben Long. Third clue.
Pen Long.
I just
What are you
blacked that.
smoking?
No.
When I'm targeted inside 50, I'm 5th in the competition for our team, turning that into a score at
Heaney.
50%. So that's better than Charlie Curnow, Aaron Norton, Jesse Hogan.
Heaney.
No, not Isaac
Oh.
Heaney.
Am I the right team?
No. Last clue.
I've gone with 2 swans. I can't do
10th
any
for
more.
marks inside 50. So I've taken more marks inside 50 than Shannon Neal, Riley Thilthorpe, Nick Larkey.
Wizard. No, I'm joking.
It'll surprise some people. I'm going to show now who it is. Any
How many
more
more
guesses?
No.
Can you give us a team?
No more
The
guesses.
West Coast Eagles.
Oh, Waterman.
I am Jake Waterman. Jake Waterman is still doing so much right, except for his accuracy. He's struggling. Out of the top 50 players for shots at goal, he ranks 46th for accuracy. But I think a big game is not far away from this guy. He is close. He's still impacting games. He's still presenting, and in a team that we know is struggling, and he hasn't got a lot of help. I really think this guy deserves a bit of recognition. He was an All-Australian a couple of years ago in a team that was really struggling, and if he had have kicked more to AFL average, his numbers would be better than his All-Australian year of 2024. It's just the fact that he's kicked 18 goals, 26. He's kicking at 38% with his accuracy shots at goal. But I think against the Giants this week, where they might get some good looks, just watch out. I think he's due for a big
quiz.
bag.
Good quiz.
Great quiz.
Good quiz.
Where his confidence was on the weekend, he had 4 shots in a minute in the pocket, right? 4 marks. First one he slaughtered, and the other 3 passed away.
Yeah.
That's where his confidence at with his goal kicking.
Yeah.
No good.
No good. I love the who
Good
am I.
quiz.
Yeah, it's a great quiz.
I'll have a chat to the producer about maybe sorting out what you're showing and I'm
That's
showing.
all right. It was good. It flowed nicely.